Hey to or hey, well, this is my first video ever, and I just want to talk about this experience I'm about to go through. So, this is what my channel is going to be about. So, of course, so, alright, let me give y'all a little background. So, ever since I was a junior, I've been juggling back and forth whether if I should join the military or not. So then, I've been, then I'll try and think of other things, like trying to go to college or something. So, so when I graduated last year, I, I was like, let me try and get into the army. So then I went to the recruiter, I took a practice test, and well, I did horrible on the practice test. I made a 27 on the practice test. So the recruiter was like, you have to come back, do the study. He gave me some websites and an app I could use. So I studied for like 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, a month. I mean, not even a month. I studied for a week. And then after that, I was like, you know what? I just got through studying and stuff with school. I'm gonna just not do that. So then, like in December, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start studying again. So then, when I go to the recruiter, I can, take the practice Asvab and do pretty good. So I was studying, and I had to go home for a little bit to I had some family troubles. So I stopped studying all of them, and then I decided not to join the army anymore. So fast forward to March, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this again. So like at close to the end of March, I went to the recruiter. This time I talked to a different recruiter, but he put me on the practice test, and I made a 29. But I didn't say nothing because I was like, I haven't been studying, or anything. So it was just like a spare of the moment. Like I just woke up and drove to the recruiter. So then he told me to study some more and to come back in 2 weeks. So I studied. I studied for those 2 weeks. And then I went back and I made a 31. I was so angry. I was like, man, it just keep going up by 2 points. 2 freaking points. So then I was like, okay. So the next week after that, I wanted to go and try and retake it again because I felt ready. And I'm happy I went, but I felt ready. And all of a sudden, I went up to the recruiter and nobody was there. And I was like, you know what? Since I've been thinking about the Air Force, let me just try the Air Force. I don't know why, but I just went to the Air Force recruiter and I took the practice test. I made a 45. What? I was so proud of myself. Like, I was so excited. And then he was like, I'm going to give you, when do you want to take the actual ASVAB? And then he was naming off, like, some dates and stuff. So he told me to come in on the 28th to take it. But I don't know if he really was telling me to take it or he just wanted me to bring in my information and stuff. So I went up there, which was last Friday. Was it last Friday? No, last Thursday. I went up there last Thursday, and like when I got there, I had literally an appointment at 9:30. And my mom, since she's in the military, she always be like, "You gotta show up 15 minutes earlier than your actual appointment." So I showed up at 9:15, and they opened at like 9. So I was like, okay. So then I walked up to the door. It said closed. It's like, really? Then all of a sudden, when I was walking back to my car, uh, my same army recruiter was outside, and then he started talking to me. He was like, "Man, you should have called up here first before going over there." And he was like, "So what?" He was like trying to talk to me and stuff like that. So he was like, "So I could put you on the actual Asvab next Friday on the 6th of May." I said, "Really?" He was like, "Yeah." So he gave me his number again, and he told me to call him on Monday, which was yesterday. So I called him, and he was like, "Okay, can you come in tomorrow and bring me your stuff and try and see if you can get a medical clearance from your doctor for some stuff?" And I was like, "Okay." So I've been trying since yesterday to call the doctor to make an appointment so I could try and get the clearance. And finally, today I got it. So I have to wait until next week to do that. But I'm just happy that I can finally take the ASVAB after a year of on and off doing this. I think I'm actually ready to do it. And the craziest thing is, every time I would make a different plan to like go to school or move back home or move with my friend and go to school, it's like everything would not end up doing right, or my mind would still be stuck on trying to join the army. Like even when I was going through the little 2 weeks or the week and a half of preparing with the Air Force, I still had that stuck in my mind. Like I think the army is just where I need to go. So I'm so happy I can finally say that I officially get to take my test, the ASVAB, on Friday, May 6th. Thank God. Because I know it's official. Like, I know it's officially because today, when I went in to talk to my recruiter, not talk to him, but give him all my paperwork and stuff, he was just saying that he copied all my papers that needed to be copied for me to be able to take the test. And so, yep, yay. So, I hope y'all like this video, even though it's not much. It's just talking about me and the practice at that. But this will be my first video. And after I take the test on Friday, I will make another video with for my ASVAB experience. So, bye.